Are you looking for a simple fun fold that just has that wow factor? This card is for you. Check it out. One, peekaboo, there's the inside. Doesn't this have a lot of bang for its buck? I'm gonna show you step by step how to make this card. Come on in. I'm Dawn, creator of Dee Dee Creates Crafts, and this is the channel for simple cards, helpful hints, projects that you're just gonna have so much fun making and hopefully make them just from watching a video. If this is the kind of station you are looking for, the kind of channel, go ahead and subscribe right now while it's fresh on your mind. Are you ready to make this card? Come on in. I'm gonna turn you down right now and we're gonna get started. Get you set up. All right. I had to put a splash of color because look, everything is gonna be in black and white. I thought we'd have our colorful card and a pastel card. I'll put it right there so you can watch it while I make today's card. And this is gonna be black and white. So it may not be enough color for your personal taste. However, I wanted to show you a couple different ways, and sometimes just seeing different colors, it changes the whole look of a card. Your base is going to be a typical A2 base, which is 5.5 by 8.5. Fold it in half or score it at 4 1/4. Next, I want you to cut a strip. Same color cardstock, you guys. This strip is going to be 1 inch by 5.5 inches. You definitely, without fail, you want this to match the base. These two need to match. All right, now what we're going to do. This is the top of our card, and it's going to be a horizontal card. So what I'm going to have you do is measure out 1 1/4 inch. So there's my 1 inch, there's a quarter, and I'm going to line up. See, I have that little line on my cutter for the Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer. I'm going to line it up with the fold, the score line, and cut away from me. All right, it did okay. So let me do this side, 1 1/4. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna line up the blade and cut it away from me. And you've seen me in other videos. If you've got a trimmer that has a little edge on it, a little lip, cut towards the lip. You will get the perfect straightest line every time because you're pushing the cardstock into that edge. Look, it's not moving. So that's gonna give you a little extra help, if you will. Now, let's see. This is all still step 1. I have 4 parts of step 1. With this middle section, I want you to emboss it. So see how I did here? It has some embossing. Maybe you can experiment. I haven't experimented, but you could probably put some designer series paper, some pattern paper in the middle, but I just think it kind of adds a little dimension. It gives you just a little different kind of card by embossing. So I won't take the time to emboss right now, but I've already embossed mine. So open it up, you've got the 2 cut ends, you've got the emboss, so this completes your step 1. And let me share with you the reason for this Dee Dee Creates Crafts channel is 1, to introduce you to me. Number 2, to introduce you to the Stampin' Up! Product line. And 3, I want to show you how to use the products and teach you to make simple cards and projects using the Stampin' Up! Products. And you will feel confident making them when you follow the step-by-step videos. I am Dawn Davis. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and how you can best support this channel is, yes, subscribe, yes, like, yes, share, but by ordering products that you happen to fall in love with when you see my videos. And when you do, you get rewarded from me. So you'll look in the, what is it, the not subscription, the description section, and it'll explain how to receive completely free my kits, my stamping card making kits of the month. This is our June card class. You'll get 4 kits, 2 designs, and you'll get these absolutely free with an order of 30 or more. And if you just want to order the card kits, they are $25, including shipping. That's my commercial. Are you ready for step 2? Are you ready for step 2, which involves stamping? So we're gonna put our base to the side. I'm gonna bring in some white cardstock, and I'm gonna tell you how big to cut it. The white cardstock, you are gonna cut at 5 1/4 by 4, and this is gonna go inside of our card. It fits quite nicely. But in the meantime, we are gonna do a little stamping. So I have chosen the stamp set Color and Contours. Now you'll know and recognize the name Color and Contours because I use their dies to make my labels. I just huffed on it, make sure I have enough. Okay, one more trick. You wanna make sure you're 1 inch inside of both edges. So either eyeball it, line it up with your strips, or mark it with a pencil. So I am going to eyeball it and move my strips away so I don't stamp them. Okay. It says you're absolutely amazing, and you are amazing. Now, I'm gonna add my little color. A little bit of red, and this is a 2-step stamp set. So let me line up my color. Ta-da! Doesn't it look like we watercolored it because there's some light there, dark on the outside? It just adds a lot of dimension, and I just thought that was stinking fun. And I also want you to stamp and die cut another die. This one, we want it a little bit long like this because it's gonna be, let me show you how that works. It's gonna look like that. Now, my, the woman that I am, she's my team leader, she did this with a bear, and it was a little more whimsical. So don't feel you have to do flowers. I did a flower. So this is for the inside, this is for the outside. So this is your step 2 to stamp your, cut and stamp your white sentiment. So I'm gonna put this aside so we can go on to step 3. Tell me below in the comments section if you've ever seen this fun fold before. What do you think? Are you gonna make it? Do you think you'll make it? I really like it. So I made it. Okay, step 3. I want you to cut 4 strips of designer series paper, pattern paper. These strips are gonna be 1 inch by 4, 1 inch by 4 inches. And guess what? They're gonna go on the outside of the card, and then we're also gonna adhere it down on the inside of the card like that. Pretty. So let me go ahead and adhere that down. Move my little decoration out of the way. That was easier said than done. I couldn't decide which to do, and at the end I decided I'm gonna do the diagonal stripes. Originally I was gonna do the little fern leaves, but that's the beauty of 2-sided paper. We can change our minds, we can decide. It gives us extra options. Beautiful. All right, with glue, you start away from the edge and brush it towards the edge because that glob that comes out initially will not be on the edge of the paper you're adhering down. Very little glue. This is very good glue that I get from Stampin' Up. It's Tombow glue. It is archival safe for those of us that also do scrapbooking. All right, so this is the outside of my card so far. So we've cut our strips. We have adhered 2 of the strips to the outside, and now we're gonna adhere 2 strips to the inside of the card, or the white that's gonna be in the card. So you don't wanna put it in the card, you wanna put it on this decorative piece that we pre-stamped, pre-cut and stamped. But it's very pretty, very pretty. Da, da, da. That's why I love glue. Did you see me have to move it around and manipulate it a little bit? Get rid of my little twine. I hope I didn't go off camera to do some of this. All right, a little more to the edge. Come on. There you go. All right, you're absolutely amazing. It has a flower. We still have a little bitty bit of space to write the to and love and from. And then, let me see if this is still step 3. Step 3, still part of step 3. We're gonna adhere this down on the inside of our card. Again with the glue, dragging it forward. I see something, let me see if it shows. It's okay. Watch, make sure you're gluing it in the correct direction. You know how I have to tell you that? The reason why? Because I've done it. I've done it. Oh my stars. Doesn't it bug you when you do something like silly simple like that? But that's how we can tell others. Do as we say, not as we do. Now it's almost complete. This is getting pretty sugar sharp right now. So one other step. Remember we had our strip that matched the actual card. So what we're gonna do is open this up, and we've got our strips, and we're gonna make a little ladder on the inside of the front of the card. So for this, I'm just gonna eyeball how far up to go, but then I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on the actual outside strips. Okay, I broke my own rule and put a blob on the end of the paper. Did you see that? Ugh, curses. Okay, so now as best I can, I'm gonna eyeball it. I'm gonna line it up. I think I shared with you on the team meeting from my upline, she taught us how to do this. Actually, you know what? This was a mystery card event on our team meeting. And team meeting, I said on it because she lives in Michigan and I do not. So I watch on Zoom long distance, and that's the beauty of it. You can join my team from anywhere in the United States, and you will get all the benefits of being on my upline's team and all the fun of being on my team. Okay, now we get that bridge effect. Bridge opens, we still have a little pretty embossed flap, and then open to the inside of the card. So what's missing? We're gonna tie some twine, and then last but not least, I'm gonna adhere my flower. So I think I'll put a little bling on it too. All right, don't tie it to that. Tie it around the bridge, all right? I like to tell you what to do and not what to do. So I don't want to say don't. I don't like saying that. So how about, here's what to do. Oh my stars. Okay, I thought I was tying it around the middle. Oh my stars. Okay, we're almost done. And I think what I'd like to do for myself, you can do it if you need like an extra pair of hands, is I'm gonna go ahead and knot that. I think on that one I did do a knot, but you could easily do a little baby bow and it would be stunning. Just depending, and sometimes I do the knots if I feel like my little string will be too loose. Now this we're not gonna adhere down. We've tied it semi-quasi tight. You can mush all your little strings, threads together. You can open it up. I'm debating about a bow. I have a feeling it's just gonna look funky. Let's try it, but I may just leave it a knot if my bow looks kind of pathetic. We can't have pathetic or pitiful bows. And sometimes if my fingers don't work, then I just do a knot, anywho. Okay, a little smaller. For some, no, I'm not liking that. See how it stands up? I don't like it. All right, we tried and we voted against it. So I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. So we've got a decorative knot, and now open this up so again I don't glue it to that pretty embossing side. So I'm gonna adhere this down. It is flat. So I'm gonna adhere it flat to that little strip, being careful to leave half of my pretty flower. Let me see where I'm gonna put it, there and there. Okay, half my pretty flower without glue. Is that gonna be, yeah. Because I want it, obviously don't want it to stick. Can you tell I'm concentrating? I don't want it to stick to the inside piece that we embossed so beautifully. Pretty. I gotta tell you, I am liking the black and white and red a lot more than I thought I would. Where's my baby bling? Where's bling when you need it? Here's some. I thought about putting black bling, but then I'm like, nah. I think what I'd like to do is do some rhinestones. Pearls, see I did the kind of opalescent pearls on this one. So this one, I think I'd like to do some bling. And turn it around so I'm not working upside down. Oh my goodness, yeah. And one more. You want to do odd numbers with your bling, and you want to create a triangle with your bling to, now I can't decide where I want it. That's pitiful. I'm gonna put it right there. For decisive person, I sure can't decide where to put my bling. So here is your fancy smancy card. Decorated, beautiful, open your bridge. You've got your embossed centerpiece, open. You have the gorgeous, gorgeous middle part. Your inside, close it, close it. Now, it stands up perfectly. This one stands up real good. If you need to, I did with this one, but I don't need to with this one. Use your paper trimmer and just shave a hair line off the bottom so that the card's not resting on this, but resting on the bridge. But I didn't feel the need to do it with my black card, only with my pale blue card. Do you have a favorite? Don't they look so different? Pastel versus bold. This is so eye-catching. It is sophisticated, but this is very romantic to me. Are you guys having fun? Have you learned something new? Is this new to you? Go ahead and go boop and hit the like button and show me some love. I'd appreciate it. It also helps more people to see these Dee Dee Creates Crafts videos. For more videos just like this one, all you need to do is hit the subscribe button right after you hit the boop like button. And don't worry about subscribing. No one contacts you. Your name is not made public. It's very secure and very private. So your step 5 was to tie your twine and stamp and adhere down your flower. Those are your 5 steps for this incredible fun fold that's easier to make than it looks, don't you think? Tell me in the comment section, do you think this is easier than it looks? I'm curious. I'm gonna turn you up now so we can say goodbye. I don't want you to get dizzy. All right, what we say at the end of every video. Remember to like the video, remember to subscribe, and remember, come back and see me again soon. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye now.